YouTube? Simple One, Simple Cross coming to you with another video. Since my kind of talking about some of my action figures have been doing well, thought I would do another one of another collection that I am a massive fan of, and honestly is one of my collections that I'm glad I have and have finished. Now, granted, there is a part of the collection that's not out, mainly due to room, but it's one of my favorite collections. It's one of my collections that it would be hard pressed for me to part with. So let me turn the camera around and we'll go over it. So today we're talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a line that I grew up with from the cartoon all the way to now. With, of course, The Last Ronin, which is right now one of my favorite comics. I will say the first one I started with when it comes to the collection, of course, is a 1990 movie collection. Now, most everybody else has collected, Part 2, The Secret of Ooze, or they've collected even the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, which was my very least favorite of the movies, but I love Part 1 and 2. To me, this is the perfect collection. I have the original Ninja Turtles. That's all I cared about, was having just the original movie Turtles. The first two I got were, of course, the 2-pack with Raphael and Casey Jones. And then, of course, I found Splinter on eBay. April O'Neil I actually found at a store for normal price, of course. The 4 Turtles were, of course, the hardest ones to find. The first two, I think I got, I think it was Michelangelo and Raphael in a 2-pack. I bought them off eBay. Not cheap, of course. And then Donatello and Leonardo, I actually got singles, and they were basically price reasonable. Shredder, I actually got him from a store along with Super Shredder. I actually found them. The 3 foot soldiers I have, 2 came in a 2-pack. The last one I got from a friend in a trade. And then the one figure that was one of the hardest ones to find was him. But I stumbled upon him at a Walmart, and here he is. I love this line. This is probably my favorite one, and honestly be the one that it would be hard pressed for me to ever get rid of. I will say she is a pain in my ass. Sorry for my language, but she is. Constantly falling over, her joints suck, and I'm sorry, but she's so bow-legged. This is the one, to me, NECA kind of messed up on. If you had to change it, put her in pants or something, I don't know. But I will say a lot of people have complained about this figure, but I'm happy with my collection. I do wish I could found Toka and Razor, because this is the thing. I love these head sculpts. This is why I stick with this version of the Ninja Turtles. I love the head sculpts. They're the way I remember them. And the original movie is still one of my all-time favorite movies. Right next to it, I have the Sketch Turtles. I was going to leave this one and that one in the box, and eventually, if I ever got to a Comic-Con where they were there, I was going to get the box signed. Because these are the original designs for the Ninja Turtles. But sadly, the box got wet, and of course I had to take them out. I love their design. I love the look. I love the black and red. Well, the white and red, honestly. They look really good, and I'm glad to have them in my collection. Right next to them is, of course, Garfield and Odie. No, these are not Ninja Turtles, but you know what? I thought it was cute, and honestly, I'm a massive fan of Garfield and Odie. I was like, I gotta add this to my turtle collection. It's just too awesome. And then comes my childhood. The 80s cartoon turtles. The turtles, of course, came from the 4-pack. That was like $150, which came with all the original cartoon turtles. He has a replacement body. For the simple fact, he fell off the shelf, my dresser, and broke his ankle. There was no way fixing it. Once an ankle joint or something like that breaks, it's done. Thankfully, I found a good eBay seller that was selling the Leonardo figure, head sculpt, and all the accessories. It was fairly decent price. So, bought it, took the head off, and put this one on. Splinter I got off eBay. He was from the 2-pack with, forget his name. The scientist, anyways. The Fly. I didn't get him, but I did get Splinter at a good price. I think I paid maybe $40 for him. He came with all of his accessories. He was open box though. Casey Jones I found at, I think, a Target or something. I can't remember. Same with April O'Neil. I actually found her in the store. Metalhead, also from the store. I think I picked him up at Walmart. Toka and Razor I actually found at a Target where everybody else was having problems finding these two. I actually found them in cartoon version though, which is cool. Rocksteady and Bebop, those two were expensive and came off of eBay. They were not cheap. Thankfully they were in a box. His chain broke. I need to fix it. And honestly, they really don't stand very well. The Foot Soldier I actually got from eBay. Good price, decent price. It wasn't that expensive. So I actually got him with all of his accessories as I kill some turtles. Shredder came from the box that they were putting out. I can't remember what the box was called, but it was one of those boxes that basically you could get a turtle or action figure and then some stuff with it. Eventually, I do want to get the original cartoon Shredder. But for now, I kind of like this one. It fits, but also at the same time, I'm like, I really want the original cartoon version. Now, when it comes to my little biker, my little skateboard guy, Mondo Gecko, that is the comic book version, not the cartoon version. The cartoon version one, I didn't care for. I didn't like the way it looked. To me, this one looked more like Mondo Gecko from the cartoon. So I just added this one. He's one of my favorite characters, and honestly, I love the design of this Mondo Gecko a lot more than I do the cartoon one. As for Usagi Yojimbo, this version is the version I had as a kid in a toy form. I didn't have the samurai suit. I had this. This is what the original toy had when it comes to the action figure. Now on to my newest and most loved comic book. This comic was a friggin' mind trip, considering who that is. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you read the comic, you know. As soon as I found out they were making this, I did everything I could to find every inch of this collection. This is probably by far another collection that honestly it would be hard pressed for me to actually part with. Just like my movie Turtles, it would be hard to let go. The Wanderer, he's not actually part of the Last Ronin collection. I just added him because I thought he'd look good with the collection. But everybody else, I did find every inch of this in the store. The Turtles I actually got lucky on. every one of them, I didn't have to buy them on eBay. I actually found them in store at Target. I think Splinter is the only one I had to get off eBay. Thankfully, he was open box and he wasn't bad price. So, but everything else, including the cop like robot, all of it found in the store. And I love the look of these guys. NECA blew it out of the water again with their turtle line. I know a lot of people have already bought the one from Lost Years, but to me, this right here just finishes the collection. I'm done. Same with Casey. I should have gotten the one with the bike, but I love this design. And I don't need a giant bike in my collection. To me, this one fits perfectly. The turtles, which I'm not going to go in detail, this is their design before the end. And I like the look of them. Very futuristic, very post-apocalyptic version of the turtles. Like I said, NECA just did a really good job. I didn't get the ones, the out of the shadow version, so I'm happy with this. I love this line. I love the turtles. The only one that I'm missing that I haven't put out because I just don't have the room, I do have the ones from Turtles in Time. The arcade version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Even Baxter Stockman. There, I finally remembered his name. The other thing I have up here is these little cute Ninja Turtles. I thought these were awesome. My ex had them. I went ahead and bought me a set finally. Thankfully I got to keep these from my original collection. All this is my original collection. The other thing I've gotten from here is a lot of these figures. Mainly Casey and April O'Neil. I found both here. Everything else I actually found when I was living in Texas. So there we have it. My Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection. Like I said, it's one of my collection, and of course it's figures that I grew up with, and grew up either with the movie or I grew up with the cartoon. I love them to death. I'm glad NECA did these figures, and honestly I love the design and look that they did. The figures are, like I said, my favorite, as is The Last Ronin. That comic was unbelievable, and I'm excited that they're still bringing out the game. I'm hoping it does well. I'm hoping that I can get the game, and I'm foaming at the mouth that that game is coming out. I'm hoping they don't up and cancel it like they did the movie. The movie thing really upset me. It sucked. I'm like, I was excited for that movie. I was excited for it to come out and seeing it. But Paramount changed their mind on it. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and subscribe and comment on the video what you guys thought, your thoughts on my collection. And by the way, please forgive me on the dust. I just don't have time right now to dust that like I did everything else. That's a lot of figures to move, and it's but thank you for watching. If you did like this video, please like and comment. And if you like my channel, like my stuff, please think about subscribing. I really do appreciate it. It helps me push more videos out. And like I said, I am trying to do better on putting content out. Till next time, guys, have a great weekend. Have a great day. And above all, stay sinful. Bye.